эту штучку-то, микрофон.
Нам надо чайник горячей воды. Крепко получилось, пипец, угрюется. Да, куда-то туда упал. Не успеваю всем родная следить. Да нет, не угреются. Я же тебе говорю, что я уже вывод-то сделал, уже когда попробовал. Подливался. Не, нормально. Ну поставь еще в любом случае водички. Надо разбавить. Плиза. Нормально? Клубника одна. Угу. Надо чайник с воды делать. Надо разбавить, ублюются с него. Хотя он выдержал. Понятки вообще. Ну ладно, да. Надо разбавить, блюются в натуре очень крепко. Там еще на эфире по-русски надо разбавить. Очень крепко. Сидим с бобром за столом. Эй, бобер! Я пердолик обида. Ебать, там звар вообще. Гапушку. С бобром за столом. А это что? Я сейчас ставлю. Я вот тоже один, дай. Майк. А вот этот? О, да. Пожалуйста, надо включить его.
Вот микрофон.
И еще один. Я этот здесь за столом, один у Яна будет.
А я посмотрел ту первую, которую ты с ним хотел согласовать.
А что еще?
Помнишь, ты мне согласование отправлял? ваш титок? Помнишь? Я предложила запустить рубрику того, что ты вот записываешь. Забыла, как называется.
Ну,
Вот, ты говоришь, ну я ему отправил как бы первое.
он еще нет. Еще сегодня, наверное, так не могу обсуждать. Рипотатос говорит привет. Саунд. Что-то я нажал, выключил. Окей. Проверить надо, есть звук на стриме.
Есть, конечно.
Ну, 2 дня было так, что вроде есть, а нифига и нет.
А расскажи, что это?
Сейчас будет титок, все расскажу. Габа чай, который мы жарили.
О, это другой вопрос.
Не вопрос, это ответ.
Нет, другой вопрос у меня.
Ага.
Или ты так, типа, пытаешься со мной по это...
Да, интеллектуальный.
Не стоит, Джонни.
Это весело. Отражает суть момента. Что, титок? Чайник. С водой. Ай, все. Спасибо. Что, титок? Тикток. Сидит титок за столом. Бога. Good morning.
Good morning, Martin.
How are we doing today?
Good.
Can you get logged onto the live stream okay? And is the sound working? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Right, well, welcome to everybody who's watching online. That one. Yeah. So we're just about to have our little tea break and then do our training on the freehand kung fu routines. Okay guys, tea time. Have a look at how we're doing. That's us there. There's me.
Я тогда пошла. Да, поснимай. Ребята сейчас будут садиться. Каждого, ну, кроме тех, кто не хочет. Hello, good son.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The mail that came for you.
What?
The mail?
Johnny, what is this mail?
Huh?
Delivery?
Delivery?
Mail? She had 2 things yesterday.
Ah, yeah. What, the stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, good son.
Good morning, Messenger.
Good morning. Okay. So, can get everybody sat down.
Sure. Well, I could sit down and see. I didn't count on people.
Czaj? Вчера мальчик меня готов.
I just need to hire a seat from you.
So, we can get. Let's pass the tea round. Let's make sure everybody has their tea. So we got a little more tea available here. If anybody hasn't got tea.
Pass it down.
One. So, anybody not got tea? Okay, then we can get started. So, I think this morning, well, let's start off with the story of the tea.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Today we have a really special tea. This is my experimental significant tea. I started to roast it 3 years ago. So it was like Dongding Oolong. It wasn't bad, but it was like so medium quality. And I started to roast it with the fruit. So I cut organic fruit from our farm and I put it in a tea and start to roast on coil. I make a lychee coil from the lychee tree and start to roast tea with the fruits on the lychee coil. Let's try. But basically it's a GABA tea, so is aged for 3 years and is 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago I was roasted for the 3rd time. So let's try. It's quite smooth and fruity, and at the same time have a lot of energy, I think. What do you think?
So,
It's like black tea.
No, it's a GABA tea.
Yeah, but it smells.
Yeah, it's
smells
roasted.
Yeah.
So we roasted 3 times
Yeah.
every year.
so it's a GABA oolong roasted over lychee wood
Yeah,
with fruits.
with fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
quite difficult procession.
What kind of fruits?
Lychee, longan, pineapple, melon, some strawberries. I don't remember what I put. Kiwi, mango. Didn't remember. 2. I will tell you. It was orange and pomelo.
When I went to mess along March of last year, was it? This is the one that you were roasting then?
Yeah. It's the same tea.
Okay, good. Right. So, here we go. First thing this morning. Is Marion here? Yeah. Can we have Marion just talk once more about the barbecue tomorrow?
Oh yeah. So guys, we're going to do a barbecue on Wednesdays tomorrow, I think. Alright.
Wednesday is indeed tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are all same calendar. So yeah, pretty much I'll be preparing it's gonna be like campfires. So the idea is everybody or in small group, you guys make sure you look for your food, whatever you want to grill, either on sticks. If you find some grill plate, you can also just manage to have
I'm gonna look for that.
yeah. So we're thinking like everybody ordered its food and drinks. If anyone wants to give a hand on the campfire making, digging hole, finding wood, finding stones to make it nice and comfortable for everybody to stick around. I'd be around 3:30, I guess.
From what?
Yes, we're doing it like by the treehouse.
What time did you say, Marion?
I was thinking starting 3:30, starting to
3:30.
Yeah.
Starting to prepare.
So if
And-
anyone wants to join the preparation, let's just say we meet here in front at 3:30, so we can decide who's doing what.
And what time do you think that it will be ready to barbecue food?
The goal would be to light the fire about 5:36, so 6:30, 7 latest we can start grilling food, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, starting to cook food about 6:30 or 7. Yeah, okay. Can I get an indication of how many people think that they might take part? How many people think they might go to this? Oh, okay, nearly everybody. Yeah. Okay, very good. Very good.
Yeah, we might
Any?
try maybe.
Start the food at like 6.
Yeah.
You can just start the food a little earlier because if everyone's cooking, there's only so much space to barbecue.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
want people waiting 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be preferable. Yeah.
Ready for about 6:30.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
So, sorry, just to be clear, we're bringing our own food to barbecue, so
I think that's the easiest.
Yeah.
If you want to group with a few people and maybe just get to market and like one is bringing some veggies, the other one like that's also doable. For the whole group.
Yeah.
It's hard to organize for 20 of us, 25 of us.
So, yeah, the plan is to bring your own food to barbecue. That way, presumably, you will buy food that you actually like. So that gets around that. And then you could kind of club together and get a few together and buy stuff together, or do it individually. Does anybody have any suggestions where to go in Bai town to buy stuff that is suitable for barbecue? Where would you go in Bai in order to buy something you could barbecue?
So if you go into town and take a left onto Walking Street, and then there's the next major intersection.
Yep.
That you turn right on.
Yep.
Which is another part of Walking Street. There's a couple of supermarkets or markets on the
Yeah,
right
you've got
in that road
Tesco
where
and
they have,
7,
like,
yeah.
fresh stuff to barbecue that you can pick up.
Okay, yeah. So, it's called Lotus now. Yeah, Lotus supermarket sounds like the place to go.
Before on the street you have like the Thai market, which is open in the afternoon up to 5, sorry. They sell a lot of vegetables, you'll be able to find sweet potatoes, eggs and stuff like that as well.
the meat,
Yeah.
and meat from the supermarket, not from the Thai market.
Okay.
With Betagro shop. Awesome.
Yeah. Better grow. All right. Okay. So, seemingly there are a number of places in Bai where you can buy things that could be barbecued.
I'll also add someone else who kind of buys meat every day in town at the butcher, so see if he has any recommendations.
And we could ask Apple.
Okay. I'm just going to add that this is a kind of like idea that's come from you. I'm not taking responsibility for this one. Yeah, if anything goes wrong, it's not down to me. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think that, yeah.
Dodgy prawn.
I don't. Yeah.
I will pass around teacup or teapot. You can smell it. This have a very good smell. Pass it around.
So this morning I said I'd talk about General Guan Yu. So generally in Chinese Kung Fu you have two main deities, two main gods of Kung Fu. Just about every Kung Fu club prays to Guan Yu. Some of the ones that are from Shaolin also pray to Bodhidharma. The Chinese call him Dak Mo, so the founder of Shaolin. Yeah, they don't. Only a minority pray to Bodhidharma, but they all pray to Guan Yu. This morning we're going to talk about Guan Yu. So you can see him sitting here on the altar with his red face and his big beard, and he is perhaps the most popular of the Chinese deities. You see him a lot in different Chinese businesses, Chinese temples. In life, he was a famous general in the Three Kingdoms period. Now, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is one of the most famous Chinese works of literature. It's a very long, involved book. You got three of these three really famous books. The Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Heroes of the March, that's the water margin, and Journey to the West, that's the one with Monkey, the monkey god, where you get this group travels west, i.e. to northern India, Himalayan India, which is seen as the kind of like the center of religious spirituality. Okay. Romance of the Three Kingdoms is about the Three Kingdom period where you had started off with the Chinese emperor being replaced by a tyrannical ruler. 18 of the lords under him rose up against him, displaced him, and they fought against him, displaced him, but then they split into three factions and fought amongst themselves as to who took over. In a nutshell, that's the story. And this conflict went on for about 3 generations, till one side actually won. Originally there were 17 of these lords together, and then one more joined, which was Liu Bei. and he's one of the principal characters in the story. And he has two particularly famous good generals, who are Guan and Feng. Guan is a really big guy with this long black beard and moustache, and he's always portrayed as having a red face. And he's always associated with this big weapon, this kind of long knife blade on the end of a pole. You can see he's got a Guan Dao. Then the weapon's named after him, Guan, General Guan. Guan Dao, Guan's knife, the weapon's named after him. And the deity here has a big one next to him, next to his altar. And he was a general. He's a very militaristic kind of guy. He was sworn brother to Liu Bei and Zhang Feng, so they had the three sworn brothers, and they swore loyalty unto death. And I believe in the story, part of his downfall is because Zhang Feng is drunk and gets into trouble. Guan saves him, but that results in his demise. The story is very complex, but he represents the military, he represents martial art, represents loyalty, particularly loyalty. He represents strategy. As a general, he's a great strategist. And he was somebody who was always learning, so he represents learning, study, scholarly pursuits. Over time, people started to worship him, and then he's kind of risen to the level of a deity. And he's often still worshipped by Buddhists. So he has a kind of, I guess he was a Buddhist. And this all took place, I think how long ago? At least 2,000, maybe 2,500 years ago. It's a long time ago. I should look that up. So he's worshipped by the military because of his kind of military status, and also by the police in China. He's worshipped by the martial arts people, firstly because of his kind of military martial life, and secondly because of this thing of loyalty, sworn brotherhood, loyalty within the group. He's also worshipped by the kind of Chinese mafia, same thing, loyalty, sworn brotherhood. He's worshipped by students and teachers because of the learning aspect, the scholar aspect, and because of his strategy, his kind of significance of strategies. He's worshipped by people running businesses because business needs strategy. So he's pretty popular, and you see him in a lot of Chinese shops. For what it's worth, if you want to fight a war, you need money. It's always been the same through the whole of history. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. famous Roman orator. Oh no.
Marcus Aurelius.
Sorry?
Marcus Aurelius. Is it?
No, no. He was an emperor and a general. It was an orator in. Was it?
Marcus Aurelius?
No, no, no. At the time of Caesar, Julius Caesar, was eventually killed by Mark Antony, I think.
Cicero.
I think it was Cicero, yeah. Said the sinew of war is infinite gold. War runs on gold. War runs on money. The side with the most money is going to win. Hence, in terms of your military strategy, you better work out where your funding's coming from, because if you don't, you got no chance. Yeah. And that's why strategy, business, and the military are so linked. Yeah. So, yeah, he's kind of like the patron god of Kung Fu. The statue that we have in here stood in the clubhouse, in Namiang Clubhouse in Singapore. And there's no reason to think it doesn't date back to 1954 when the club was started. Although I can't guarantee that. I don't think there's anybody still around who was there in 1954. So I'll work this out. I believe it was 2015 that the club was closed in Singapore for the last time. And Dougal kind of rescued the statue, and we went back to Singapore in 2017 and brought it over here. So it's basically, this statue has been worshipped since 1954, we believe. And it's the original one that's kind of seen 3 generations, 3 teachers. It's an unusual one in that he's not carrying his big knife. But the very big knife next to the altar, that's the one that belongs to the deity. And in Singapore, they used to say that often I'd come in to the club in the morning and it wasn't facing the same direction as it was the previous night. Yeah. So they believed that the god would come down in the night and practice with his weapon. So that's a little bit about Guan. And so when I leave you the Swan Young lesson in the morning, I'm going in there to give him his prayers. If you want to pray to him, you can light the candles, 3 joss sticks. There's joss sticks on the altar. And when you finish, blow the candles out. If you want to make offerings, all of the usual stuff is fine. Fruit. He likes kind of rice alcohol, lau khao. You can give him tobacco. Usually it's fruit, and you give five pieces, like 5 oranges, 5 mangoes. If it's a bananas, you just give 1 kind of hand of bananas. Pineapple, just 1. Something like grapes, just like a branch of grapes, yeah. Branch of grapes, yeah. These deities, if you don't by any means have to pray to them, but if you do take them seriously, they may not be quite the kind of deity that you're used to. Yeah. If you please them, then they give you what you want. If you displease them, they'll give you something you don't want. That's the bit that people don't often realise. he represents the idea of the Swan Brotherhood, but in a kind of broader, more modern sense, the family. Yeah, the Kung Fu family. You join the Kung Fu family, then you got this kind of network. You got a kind of support network. And that's valuable. There's always a lot of other people that you can consult with that'll help you. You got people to train with, and it makes a difference. Yeah.
Sorry.
And say we are much better than most at. We can sweep it up later. We're much better at most than most others at this aspect. We keep our family together pretty well. We maintain the family pretty well. So he kind of represents that aspect. Remember when you all do the same Kung Fu, it draws you together. It's a common thing, it's a commonality, we all do the same. That strengthens the family. You all wear the same uniform. It draws people together, it gives a sense of identity, of being part of the same family. We try to do things together, strengthen the bond, strengthen the family, strengthen the connection. There's always strength in numbers, and if you look at it the old school way, you become part of the family. You don't only connect with the living, you connect with the ancestors, all the previous generations. You are basically the fourth generation of Namyang, and I would be the third. Master Tan the second, Master Ang the first. But then obviously the lineage goes back after them through the other masters, right back to Bodhidharma, the founder. So you be part of the club, you can connect with all those ancestors, pray to all those ancestors, draw power, draw inspiration from them. That's in the kind of old school Chinese way, that's a very powerful thing. Everybody wants a strong lineage. If you just kind of disconnect yourself from the family, you lose all of that. It's all gone. Okay. Any questions before we start training again? Anything before we start training again?
Yeah, I got one. Did I hear you say that Bodhidharma was an Indian monk?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He came from southeast India, what is now Tamil Nadu state. I don't always, off the top of my head, remember all the names of the kingdoms and cities and whatever, but it's quite well documented. And he was, well, I won't tell the story now because it goes on for ages, but he was one of the top monks in India at the time, and he was the 28th in line from the Buddha in the line of Indian Zen. And at this time, Buddhism was a fast-growing pursuit in China, and he came to China to teach Buddhism, and stayed there. So he was possibly the most senior monk of his time. There had been other kind of high Indian monks before him, but he is the one that's really remembered. His teachings were started off what we now think of as Zen Buddhism. The Indians call it Jun, the Chinese call it Chun, and the Japanese call it Zen. But the Buddhism that is now the main one in China, Korea, Japan, and to some extent Vietnam, it's all the same school of philosophical Buddhism, which in English we usually call Zen, and that is all derived from Bodhidharma. He was the originator of that school of Buddhism. As opposed to, say, you've got Theravada in Southeast Asia. You've still got Zen is derived from Mahayana, which you've still got in India and Sri Lanka. And then you've got the Tibetan one, with the name of which I forget. These are kind of major branches of Buddhism. It's very unusual for the Chinese to rate foreigners. They usually don't rate foreigners. They normally think that the Chinese are better at everything. So for them to revere an Indian is pretty unheard of. So he was, he's got a massive status there. Originator of Zen Buddhism, of Shaolin Kung Fu, credited with bringing the concept of shoes to China. They didn't have shoes before. Bodhidharma brought grass sandals apparently, and he's also credited with being the person to introduce tea to China. Although it's a nice legend, it's not necessarily kind of historically documented. There you go, that's Bodhidharma. And we're going to start training again. Before we do, the people doing the teacher training course, 5 minutes past 10, down here in the main training area. Everybody else, 11 a.m. down here. And then in the afternoon, teacher training group, 2:30 in the kitchen. Others, 3:30 down here. Okay.
Do you want to mention the Qigong practice session?
Yes, I do. I do need reminding quite frequently. So, for the people on the Qigong teacher training course, if you don't want to do the Kung Fu lesson this afternoon, which is more fighting orientated, Buddha's Son will be available in the gym.
Let's go to the other.
In the new training area, to do some extra Qigong instead. I don't know what the situation was with your knee, but you could choose.
Buddha, if that's okay.
Yeah, okay, that's great, yeah. All good? Tina?
Did they, instead of doing the weapon stuff this afternoon or doing Kung Fu, if, say, me and Vivian, would we be able to do the Qigong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Well, you have to check with Buddha's Son, but I think so, yeah.
Yeah, whoever wants to come.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to do something a bit more gentle Qi Kung, rather than sort of fighting theory and then stretching, because I'm doing stretching with everybody at 5. That one over there, 3:30. 3:30, yeah.
Yeah, we would go 3:30 to 5, and then probably a little bit before 5, so everyone can come over and do the stretch.
Well,
Unless you don't want everyone.
okay, let's be even more precise. 4:45, we'll have tea here. Yeah. And then it'll be stretching after that, yeah. So we can meet up all together, 4:45 here for tea. That sounds really good, doesn't it? What sounds even better is doing some training, because sitting around talking doesn't quite do the whole job. So let's go.
Master Jan, since Ricardo and Jeff had already done the first grade, are they coming with us in the new training? Or?
Yeah, I'm thinking about this. No, we'll have 2 groups going down here, because otherwise I can't deal with everybody over there.
There is only Selina, me,
With the
Vodafone.
sun, and I
Are
think
you coming?
Where?
Are you?
To the
Okay,
training?
let's.
Yeah.
With
You're
dinner.
good. Are you training now with me? Yeah.
So 4.
5.
It's more or less just a training session.
Down there. Yeah.
You guys get to do some of the stuff.
Should I clean it?
You get to do some
Sorry?
of the stuff.
Should I clean it?
But it'll be
Apple will do it
Very
later.
interested, my friend, very
Apple
interested.
can do it later.
I was thinking about restructuring it yesterday.
Oh, that'd be lovely, yeah.
I could go a little more.
I'm just going to turn this off now to save the battery.
Okay.
And I'll give you back yours.
I don't know the routine, no. No, I've seen it. That's about it.
Mr. Ian, did you say also you always put 5 incense, or you just put 1
3.
incense? 3.
3.
3 incense.
That's always 3, and if there's 1 for the earth deities, that's 5. But that's 3.
Yeah.
So the incense is 3.
Yeah.
In the
Or what other
native
local
Mexican
dialect?
tradition,
Yeah,
it's always
yeah,
5 as well. And
Mm.
also in the North
Right,
American
right, exactly. Oh, this is a
traditions,
northern
it's also 5.
dialect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a slight variation.
Some things
from-
4, but
Chinese, if you got, ideally you have a high one, a middle one, a low one. It goes 3, 3, 5.
on an altar, you mean, or
3 different altars.
3 different altars? Okay.
The high altar, the one for the heaven gods is 3, the one for the middle earth level gods is 3, and the one for the prop earth lowered gods is 5. So now you're going to say, well, how come we've only got 1? Because the 2 spirit houses cover the heavens and the earth, and that's the middle one,
Just the middle.
which is more like the human level. High spirit house 3, low spirit house 5, middle 3. That's joss sticks.
And then
Fruit,
3 just 5.
tea 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. And stinky.
Okay. Here we go then. Yeah, bell.
You turn on your mic or no?
Well, it's on. It's on. Yeah, it's on. Right. So, just before we get started, guys, I'm not going to join in the midday session today because I'm teaching all afternoon plus the instructor training course. So, I think it's better I take a little bit of downtime in the middle of the day. I'm getting quite run down at the moment. Let's get started then on the training. Now, Priska, you need to learn the rest of the Jian Tai Lin Qian. With his son, can practice on the freehand routines. Now you've now graded on Sip Ji Kun, so you've got to learn Chap Sa Tai Po. Selena, how many gradings have you done now?
One.
Just the one. So you're about due to do the second one, yeah? Are you aiming to do that on Friday?
The grading?
How long ago did you do the first one?
End of November.
Right. So do you want to do the next one this week? Are you aiming to do the next one this week, or is that too soon?
I haven't learned the grading moves yet. Only
Okay,
one.
maybe not this week then. Yeah. All right. Okay. Here we go then, guys. Let's get started. I'll work my way around. Starting with Priska, let's take a look at what you've done so far of. Yeah. Yeah, okay, pretty good, pretty good. In the first bit, because you've come out here, you come back, and there's a tendency to want to come straight out forward. But actually, it's the upward movement that defends the face, fingertips at eyebrow height. Yeah. Let's also just do this again. Not too close, a little bit further in front. Emphasize twisting the elbow in, not drawing the arm back. Elbow in, wrist out. Good. So we've come up from the squat. Right, yeah. We were there in the squat. Rake the eyes, left hand back there on the center line, yeah. Rub the fingers into the eyes. Now, punch with the phoenix eye, and the right hand comes back next to the elbow. Okay, so we messed up someone's eyes, and then we punch them when they can't see. The phoenix eye could go for the sternum, could go for the solar plexus, or it could go for the larynx. You can choose where you punch. there. Yeah. Now we step forward and do the fairy scattering the petals. Ram the fingers up into the diaphragm. Now from there, scoop up a bit and come down in a tiger claw, gripping. Yeah. So there, there, there. Yeah. Okay. And then the kick, yeah. Well, hold on. No, do that bit first from the squat. Good. Yeah. No cat stance, not a cat stance, just a normal walking stance. Okay, there. Let's run through it again. From there. Okay, so scrape across and then do that wobbling, rubbing movement, yeah. Your fingers are apart because you're trying to get them into somebody's eyes and do that, yeah. Yeah, it's just like getting your fingers into someone's face and then rubbing them into the eyes. Mm-hmm. So that the eyes are watering and can't see. Bang, out with the phoenix eye. Yeah. Now, you don't have to drop the hands too low. They don't have to come right down there. There, you make a little X block as part of your movement. Stretch back and flick them up into the diaphragm. Now, come around and down. There's the tiger claw. Now, grip, and as you kick, pull the hands back. Yeah. It's like there, kick, there, kick, yeah. Pull back as you kick. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There, kick. Okay. You can kind of grip as you chamber the leg. Kick it out, yeah. So let's see that sequence from the squat. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then you just basically gradually develop more fluidity, make it more fluid. Right there. Shuffle back. Upper block, punch, chop. You got that same sequence in Chap Sa Tai Po. Yeah. Chap Sa Tai Po, you do 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, you don't have the double block. 1, 2, 3. And then you just come around into the child carrying the ancestral tablet. Punch. Finish. Right, okay. Try it again from there. Yeah.
So you keep your hand here.
Yeah, they come back. Yeah, good kick. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and around. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Here. Kick. So do you chamber back, step, shuffle back?
Okay. Yeah, there, but we really want it to come as, not this way, yeah, this way. And you kick and it just kind of bounces back. And then down. Side kick, side thrust kick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So back, shuffle, and then here. When you, the first one, that's a block.
Yeah.
Okay. Punch.
Punch.
Here, do you still already open your hand? There. Okay. That's more.
Yeah, it opens just before you chop down. Yeah. This is the kick you're supposed to be doing in the grading on the fourth one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a fourth grading. Low side thrust kick.
Oh, it's this
Aiming
one,
just
low
above the knee.
side.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's
Thank you.
rather a lot of practice there. So when you're ready, we'll take a look at your... Have you started learning the fourth one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Better take a look, yeah.
start.
Face this way. Elbows really twisting in, yeah. Yep. That's as far as you go. Okay, good. Right, there. Step back, lower block, and chop high. Step back, again, lower crane block, chop. Step back, lower crane block, chop. Yeah. Either the arteries, the jaw, or the temple. Defend and then chop there with this part of the hand. Step forward. And then breathe out. Yeah. Now, after that, we've got the moving step. So the footwork is the same as here in Sipji Kun, but this time we do 1, 2, lobster throwing out its pincers, the golden scissors. From there, you've got to come back to the waist here. Pull the fist back. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go through that together. From the last one of these, sorry, that's my fault. Let's do it again. Yeah. You try that sequence from there. Yeah, give it a try. Well,
From the last one.
yeah.
From this one.
Yeah, yeah. Step back, block with your left. Yeah. And again. And again. Now step forwards. That's right. And again, and a double step forward. 1, 2, yeah. That's it. Do you think you could remember that?
Yes, yes.
Practice it. Okay. How are we doing over here?
Pretty good. I was just showing her
Yeah.
the grading moves, at least the ones I could remember. Obviously.
How many have you got through so far?
Lock super punch.
Yeah, we did the 90-degree turn,
Yeah.
punch. We did the
Good.
upper,
Yep.
lower.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what this one is called.
Spear hand.
The spear.
Downwards, yeah.
Spear hand. The back stance.
Good.
And there's one more. I did.
Have you done the father-son block?
Yep. Yep. We did the
And
father-son.
how about the double upper crane block?
No, we have not.
Haven't done that one.
Or the.
And we haven't done the circling block. Okay. And you know the front thrust kick. You can do a front thrusting kick. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your front thrust kick. Yeah. So we want an easy, smooth, natural move, just piercing out. So we're kicking with the ball of the foot. This bit here. This is straight, but the toes are pulled back. Yeah, like that. Bring the knee a little bit higher before you kick. Yes. And relax, just let the energy flow out into the kick, yeah. That's great. Now let's see this one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Grip. Good. And stop. You make the block. You step. As you punch, you pull the block back. Use the two hands together because you're kind of trying to use the whole body as one unit. Yeah, good. And okay, now let's learn this double upper crane block. Come up this way and then turn and sink down. Yeah. A bit more. Yeah, and the elbows touch right in. Good. Okay, that's good. Now the father-son block. Here. Yeah. And this double palm heel, shuffling forwards. Yeah, and again. And this double downward spear there. This one. Yeah. There. Yeah, that's good. This one starts with the thumb at the top, forward and down. The other one starts with the palm down, and it spins up. Yeah. Haven't finished. This one. In and out. Yeah, that's pretty good. Try to project your hands out more. Project them forward. There. Now step back to a back stance and chop. Down there once more. Chop. Okay, for the back bow arrow stance, the front leg is straight, but the back leg has the knee directly over the toe. And that front foot about 45 degrees to front, parallel with the back foot. Turn it in a wee bit more. There. Yeah, and this knee over the toe like that, yeah. That's it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's quite a lot to be practicing there, so I think that'll keep you occupied for a few minutes, yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Touched something wrong. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
The first one is, so I do the first here,
Yeah.
here, and I have the right on top. Left.
Yeah, but hold on. I really don't think it matters that much. If you have your left on top, then it will be on top here. So the left will hit in the area of the solar plexus, the right in the area of the dantian. Then you bring them out and the right will be in front. And usually when we do this sun chen, the right comes up in front. But I really don't think it matters very much.
Okay, so I thought it was with the right in the front, the right on top, with the left in the front, the left on top, but not at all.
It really doesn't matter that much. Okay. But in this one, when you do the left foot forward, it is left block.
I think it's right up under the in my head.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And
the other question.
I've seen Wilson doing the routine, and so I was wondering, after this kick, is it like 4 when you chop down and then?
No.
No, there is no chop.
Definitely not.
Okay.
No. You kick, you shuffle, then you do this, and it ends with that chop because you've got to do that chop to get into here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I'm here, when you come here,
yeah.
So you don't want to collapse, you don't want to lose the energy, so you tense your core, and that's...
Let's avoid the word tense. There is a compression of the core.
Okay.
It's firm but elastic, so that it bounces.
Okay.
And then it springs out.
Okay.
So, think of a big block of rubber. Yeah. You hit it it bounces. You hit it, it bounces. You hit it. You can go on all afternoon and it's just bouncing. Yeah. Now you can take a brick, a house brick, and crack the brick because the brick is solid and rigid, and that makes it brittle, and that means it'll break. Whereas the block of rubber is elastic. It's like hitting the tire. It just bounce, bounce, bounce. Yeah. If the tire was made out of clay and you hit a tire, it'd break. We want our body to be resilient, so it's taking on more the property of rubber of the tire than it is of the brick. If it's hard and tense like the brick, then it will receive injury when it gets struck. If it's elastic, then it won't. So we're training the body not to be hard like the brick, but to be elastic like the tire. And this is part of your training to always be bouncy, always be elastic like the tire, not hard like the brick. That there's a when you see something coming or sense something coming, there's a tendency to harden up, to go tight. You got to overcome that. You got to learn not to go tight, but to stay springy. It takes a bit of practice, but when you get that, you're much more resistant to blows. That's you're capable of taking blows.
So is there any breathing with that technique or not really?
It follows the usual pattern. You've breathed in, filled the body with air. You breathe out. You breathe in again, fill the body with the air. Do the sequence of movement, holding the air in, holding the chi in. Finish the sequence, then you breathe out. So the sequence is done with the body full of chi, full of air. So there's a mild compression here, not too tight. Chest is expanded and full of air. That makes you, when your body is inflated, it's more bouncy, more springy. There's no movement of breath in or out while you do this. You're holding the breath in.
Yeah, you hold it.
Yeah.
What?
Got it. Okay. Is there anything you'd like me to take a look at?
There's two questions I have.
Questions,
One, kind of clarification. I think maybe I've just been doing it wrong, slightly. So this one that we do in some Chan and at the end of all of them, and in the 9th
It's the
routine as
lobster
well.
frying at its pincers, yeah.
Is it more chin height?
Jaw height, yeah.
Okay, because I was taught, or at least I remembered being taught top of the head. So
No,
I just
no,
want to make
no,
sure
no.
I have it right.
Jaw height.
Jaw height. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For practical application, it probably doesn't matter too much. I mean, this will block an incoming swing. You're not really likely to be punching somebody out there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really tend to happen. It's more just getting your energy out. So really, it probably wouldn't be too bad if it was up there, but we usually do it about jaw height. That's our usual measure. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think I've just been doing that a little wrong. Okay. And then my other question is, and it looks like this is in the grading move, so it's going to be coming up into the routines. This maneuver here.
Yeah.
Am I going around twice? What? And am I trying to keep that in kind of in front of me, like if I was, or am I thinking that I want to bring that all the way back?
Yeah, okay. You can do it once or you can do it twice, but it's really much better if you do 1, 2 there. So this is a circling defense, circling block. Well, it can be used for other things as well. So I've got to give you an example.
Yeah.
If you just throw a punch, yeah, circle around, then we're in there. So that double circle can have other applications, yeah. But mainly it's kind of defending, circular defense.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah.
This seems more like something coming at you.
Yeah,
Defend to the side.
Yeah, bear with me for a minute.
Yeah, sorry.
So you can just do it as one circle, but I feel that it's better if you do it as 1, 2. Yeah. Now, when you've done your 2 circles, because that is a defense against something in front, then we turn, and the turn is kind of coiling the spring, ready to let it go there. So we've done 1, 2, we complete the second circle, then we do the turn, then it's out to the front. And that's the answer. Yeah. This coiling up coils the spring, ready for release. Yeah.
Yeah. And in that coiling, it looks like you're still kind of keeping it here, not bringing it way back there. Or is it not that?
Sorry, way back where now?
Kind of back behind, you know.
Not too far. You never
Yeah.
overdo anything.
Instead of
never
like-
overdo it. Yeah.
Here feels more in front. and
Yeah.
Here feels like loading up
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
artificially.
Yeah. Right. 1, 2. There we are. Now, turn and deflect. And then we're just kind of coming in to really coil it up, ready to out and let it go.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously from there, you're getting into another move completely. We're trying to do 1 circle facing the front with palms facing the front. Squat, circle again, scoop something in, trip somebody up, then pierce out.
So it is a 2 there as well. I think
There's
that's-
1 circle here, and then a second circle here. Can I see that once more, please?
Yeah.
Right, 1. That's looking much better, yeah. So there's a full circle. So there's a circle here, which effectively becomes 1.5 because you've got to get it down. And then there's a circle around here, this kind of horizontal circle there, before we pierce out to the front. It's 1, then there's really about a half there. 2 on that flat plane. Yes.
So there's a clear shift of,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Complete. There's a
the
90-degree
plane,
shift
yeah.
of plane.
Okay,
Yeah.
that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do the twice, but it didn't feel right coming
Yeah.
down because it's,
No.
that makes a lot.
Yeah. Imagine you're
Lot
kind
more
of
power.
scooping out, reaching for somebody's legs, scooping out there, and back, pierce. Yeah.
Awesome.
Brilliant. Thanks. Let me just check the time. Yeah, it is 9:15. 14. Almost 9:15. All right, okay. We'll wrap it up then. Okay. Well done, guys. Okay. Thanks. We're going to have breakfast. I want about a 2-minute chat with you. Breakfast time, yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Should we show them the breakfast?
Yeah, let's take people back for breakfast, yeah. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. And it's a nice morning this morning.
Yeah, yeah. And the internet is good and the picture is
Oh, that's
very good.
yeah. See, the internet is. Some days it's good, some days it's not good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think it's because of clouds. When it's too cloudy
Yeah,
and you have like
it's
windy,
not so good.
no good.
Yeah.
But today
Well,
is perfect. No
Ah,
delay, nothing.
yeah.
No.
We're not. The mist, the misty months, that's kind of gone now.
Yeah.
We're moving into the dry season, so it's just gonna get drier and drier till the rains fall, which could come the start of April, more likely middle April or late April, and if we're really, really unlucky, mid-May, but that's unusual.
But last year rain was coming in May.
Yeah, I've only known 2 years when the rains haven't started until May. One of them was
Yeah.
last year. That's really harsh.